So today's topic is the importance of having boots on the ground. And generally times people are so worried about investing out of state, but ultimately they will stop themselves because they feel like they're going to not have something happen correctly because it's too far out of their reach. However, if you're investing in state, the same thing can happen. It ultimately comes down to how can you make yourself most familiar with the setting. When I first went into a market, if I didn't have someone who was actively there in the market, I would go on sites like Bigger Pockets and I would reach out to as many people that would get on the phone with me, whether it be a lender, a hard money person, a flipper, a wholesaler, a buy and hold person, an attorney, whoever was in the area. Because what you get from that is that you want to see the market from so many different scenarios. Where are the areas that the wholesalers are really pushing in now because they're seeing a lot of people want to buy? Where the flippers find the most value? Where won't the lenders lend in because they find that the value is not there and it doesn't meet up to the returns that they need for lending on a project? Having that context, you start to understand where's the better neighborhoods, where's the path of progress, where's the areas where the township may be spending a lot of money to build up the area, where are the areas where the people who live there are not open to change and really going to fight change. Where's the working class area? Where's the area that's downtown? Where's the better school areas? Where's the higher income areas? And when you start to think about that and look at that from the concept there, you can start formulating a market. Then you start taking into account of putting in different data points on a map. We'll actually build out a thing called My Maps, where we take the map and we're set up different points on the map, which will show different household incomes per zip code. What are the household incomes? Where are the comps? And you can find these comps through a paid site like CoStar or Reese, or you can find some of these comps through proformas or OMs that are getting sent from brokers. Or you could simply just ask the broker, like, hey, listen, servicing this market, we want to buy deals from you. Would you be able to give me, a list of sales comps for the last 12 months? Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but you don't know, or you don't know until you ask the question, right? So you do that, you start putting those pinpoints in the maps. Then you can go on to greatschools.org, start putting in there all the schools that are in the area that are maybe a 5 or 6 and above. So you start getting the idea where the better schools are. Then past that, you might start putting path of progress markers like Starbucks or Whole Foods or any of the supermarkets that are in that area. And then very quickly, you start doing that and looking at your layers on the map, and you'll see exactly how the city lays out, how the city's aligned with where you want to focus on. And then you can start asking better questions of the brokers, start asking better questions of the property management company about certain areas. You can start talking to investors and seeing if your idea of the market sizes up for what the market looks like on that map. Now, if you did all that, doesn't it make sense that you would actually start to feel much better? And just being close to something doesn't mean that you will have a better investment. I'm here in New Jersey, and sometimes people will say, well, I just want to invest in New Jersey. And I say, well, what does that mean? Because if I'm in North Jersey right now and I brought you an opportunity that's in South Jersey, say in Atlantic City, you know Atlantic City, but you really know Atlantic City? Or is that like the same thing that you could actually be 1,000 miles away where you just know just as little? And could you learn just as quickly in that area? Yes, you could. You just need to put in the work. So generalities like I want to just invest close or far, that's not specific enough. You need to take the time to build out your focus on your market, and you'll learn very quickly what that market has, and that's where you're going to win. And that's where you're going to be quick to find the opportunities because you've done that work. So today, dive into your market, get boots on the ground that can help you. Use sites to your advantage, like they are boots on the ground. Sites like Rentometer, sites like Reese or CoStar, Apartments.com. Use brokers, use other people to your advantage, and make connections. All right, this is Jason. Happy day. Let's do this.